As we make a start, just coming to our comfortable lying down position, whether that means the knees are bent up or the legs are out straight. It's whatever is comfortable for you. The arms either resting on the floor by the side or just gently across the body. And just having the chin tucked in so the back of the neck is long. And as you just settle here, it's taking a few moments as you feel the body becoming heavy on the floor. As everything just slows and settles. As you begin to feel everything slowing down. Just letting the mind begin to still. As any thoughts enter, just allowing them to float away. Just letting everything go. As we just begin to focus only on the breath. As you inhale, hearing the sounds, as the chest expands, feeling that breath traveling through the body. And as you exhale, as the chest contracts, you feel the breath drifting away. With each inhale, drawing that energy in, visualizing it as white light that fills the whole of the body. And on the exhale, that light leaves, carrying with it any tension. Now with the breath, taking a nice long deep inhale as you fill the lungs, the ribs and the tummy, holding it in just for a second, and then gently exhale, nice long deep and calming, and repeating again. And then just doing one final one. And on the exhale, letting the breath return to normal, observing any differences. And then let's combine breath with movement. As we just roll the neck around, as we exhale, allowing the head to fall to any side, as we inhale it back to center, and exhale across the other side, repeating again to each side, gently easing around the neck. And then, when you come back to center, you can speed it up a little if you like, ignoring the breath, just rolling the neck around, and ease around it. And then, coming back to center and stillness, As we bring the arms to the sides, if they're not already, palms facing down. Is that chin still tucked in? And on a big inhale, let's reach those arms up overhead, onto the floor behind us, stretching them out. As we exhale, as they come back down to the sides. Twice more, as we inhale and reach. And exhale, back and down. And as you move, just observe the curve in the lower spine. As you reach over, that curve extends. And as the lower back settles back in the mat as the arms come down. When you've had the 3, let's inhale again, up and over, but leaving the arms on the floor behind. So just reaching those arms out as we hold them here for a few breaths. Gradually, as you feel the spine just lengthen. And on our next exhale, lowering the arms back down, slowly, slowly. Settling back in the mat. And on an inhale, let's bend the knees in towards the chest as we hug around them. And just squeezing them in, just gently. And if you like, inhaling the head up towards the knees as you feel the lower spine pressing on the mat, shoulders dropped. And then as we exhale, curling the head back down, the back of that neck still long. And you can begin to rock from side to side, just massaging around the lower spine. Just gently going over to each side. The head can look across the opposite shoulder, if you like. It's doing what feels right for you as we ease in. And then, as we come back to center and stillness, just hugging those knees in, squeezing them in just gently again. And then exhale, just lower the soles of the feet onto the mat, tucked quite close into the hips, the palms by the sides face down. Settling here, and when you're ready, on an inhale, let's just lift the heels up so the balls of the feet are still in the mat. As we hold here, again feeling that lower spine press into the mat. And exhale, lowering these heels. And you'll notice a small curve of the lower spine returning. And let's repeat breath by breath. So as we inhale, lifting the heels up. And exhale, lowering the heels down. Breath by breath. Working in to the pelvic area. Micro massage for the lower back. Now, when the heels next lower down, let's just leave them here. Just checking everything. So the heels still close into the hips. The back of that neck is still long. As we get ready to work in full bridge. So with the heels in, the palms planted in the mat. As we inhale, peeling the hips up to the sky. As we power through the legs, not holding. Exhale as we curl from the upper back all the way back down. Twice more. Inhale up as we feel through each vertebrae of the spine. And exhale down as you work from the top all the way to the bottom. And final one to your breath. And then this time, when you lower down, you can take a breath of stillness. And as we inhale, let's lift up again. As we hold for 3 breaths. So inhale, powering through the legs up. Exhale, just have a gentle press through the palms. Those hips always reaching higher. And when you've had the 3, exhaling back down, curling the spine back. As we inhale, hugging each knee individually, out and up to the sides of the chest. And you can rock in this position or enjoy the stillness. You just counter stretch where we've worked. And as we inhale, as we bring the knees together. So, exhale as those arms reach out to shoulder height, palms facing up. And with these legs, so we want the knees pointed up above the hips. And let's bring the feet out to 90 degrees. And as we exhale, so allow the knees to fall to any side. You can gently look across the opposite shoulder if you like. And if you want, you can rest a palm over the top knee. Only if you wish. And let's just release in this gentle twist. As we breathe into this open lung. Exhale as we just feel the body just giving in a little more. And when you're ready, as we send that palm back out, inhaling the knees back up. Ready to go across to the other side. Exhaling over. Looking over the opposite shoulder only if it's comfortable. And then maybe resting the palm across the knee. And you observe the breath in this open lung. Releasing in with the twist. And then inhaling back up to center. You can just hug those knees in. Have a quick rock from side to side if you wish. And then we're going to rock ourselves up to sit. If you would rather not, roll over to any side. But if you are, take a hug around the thighs. and just begin to rock. Now, building the momentum, so we're not coming straight up to sit. Just massage around the spine as you work. And when you're ready, coming up. Now, in your seated position, using any blocks, you can have the legs crossed. Maybe you want the legs out in front. Whatever is comfortable for you. Just find that spine long and light, shoulders dropped. And again, chin slightly tucked in. So as we inhale, finding length in the spine. As we exhale, just rooting everything down to the mat. And then let's ease into the neck. So with one arm, let's inhale, reaching that arm up. As you point it up, and then bending the arm, just taking a gentle hold of the head. As we exhale, releasing over to the side. Now, this elbow acts as a bit of a weight. If it's too much, you can just ease the grip on the head. All the while, inhaling that length in the spine. Now, let's exhale, releasing the arm. Inhaling the head back. The other side. Inhaling this arm up. As we reach that up. As we take a hold of the head again. And exhale it over. Remembering, ease the grip in the head if you like. Finding that length. As we exhale, releasing this arm down. And inhaling that head up. And if you like, you can just roll the head around all directions. And if you've gone one way, going the other, keeping everything even. Lovely. When you're back in stillness, finding the lengthened position, the hands on the knees, spine lengthened as we work in seated cat. So on an inhale, it's going to curve the lower spine as we look up. And as we exhale, just crouching down. And go the other way. So inhale, curling up. And exhale down. Again, feeling through each of the vertebrae. And then when we've worked evenly, one last inhale up as we exhale down, holding it here. And from here, you can work your way through to all fours if you like. So you can plant the palms as you roll in the knees, sending them back, or come any other way that you like. So we find ourselves in our all fours. So with those palms under the shoulders, those knees under the hips, that spine nice and lengthened, rooting down into the mat again. as we work into full cat. So inhale, curling from the base of the spine, looking up. And exhale, curling to look down or through the legs. You can take a bend in the elbows as you move if you wish. Just feeling all around the spine how much more free this movement is compared to seated cat. As you observe any areas of tension, using the breath to just ease them off. And then, when you've worked evenly, as we come back to our flat back, let's just sink everything back into child pose. As we send the hips to the heels, you can widen the knees if you wish, reaching the arms out to the chest and head, just sink to the mat. And if you need to adjust the position, please do, so it's comfortable for you. You tune into the breath here, just observing its quality. Is it calm and relaxed? And if it's not, just acknowledging that without judgment. As everything settles here, eases and releases. And then when you're ready, let's inhale back up through to our all fours, finding the position again. And if you want to ease the wrists, you can come onto your fists or the fingertips. And we'll get ready to work around into the core. So from our all fours, starting with the legs, let's inhale as we stretch one leg out. You can give that ankle a rotate if you like. And on an exhale, send this leg back down, ready for the other. Inhaling the other leg up as it reaches out, rotating if you did before. And exhale, sending it down. Now the arms. As we inhale, reaching an arm out. Give that wrist a rotate if you like. And then exhale, bringing it back. Another arm. Inhaling this one out. Again rotating. And exhale, sending it down. And let's combine the arms and the legs. So on an inhale, send one leg out and the opposite arm as well. Exhaling it down. Other side. Inhaling the other leg and arm. And exhale down. Let's do both sides again. As we inhale and reach. And get a gentle bend in the back. And exhale down. Inhale, other side. And exhale down. Now, we're going to repeat, but with another difference. So as we inhale, the arm and leg. On an exhale, so you notice that curve in the spine. Exhale, bending the elbow and knee. They come to touch. Inhale and reach. And exhale down. Other side. As we inhale and reach. As we exhale, bending the elbow and knee, curling in to touch. Inhale and reach. And down. Can we do one more to each side? First side, reaching. Exhale and bend. As you reach back out, sending it down. Last side, reaching out as you bend and reach and down. Now, when you're down, let's just do the leg. So we're going to come into a lunge. So can we inhale as we reach that leg out? Exhale, bending the knee through. As it comes in front. Come any other way if you wish. As we shift the weight forward. You can widen the back leg if you need. Checking that ankle and knee are under each, the ankle and knee, nice straight line. Just sinking in here. As you exhale, feeling the hips lower down. As we inhale, finding a little length in the spine. Just using time and gravity. Just to ease everything off. And then, on an inhale, let's begin to send those hips back. This front leg will lengthen. Now, maybe use a block or fingertips on the floor. Can we wiggle that front leg? It might come straight or you can maintain a bend. As we flick the toes up. Strong stretch in the back of this leg. With each exhale, easing into it. And then, on an inhale, let's scoop this leg back into our all fours. As we just exhale, sinking everything down into your child position, whatever that may be. Just observing the side that you've worked. To use the breath to calm and ease. Each inhale, drawing in energy. And then let's do the other side. As we inhale ourselves back to all fours. Remember, if you'd rather not be in the palms, come onto the fists to ease the wrists. And inhale as we send that other leg out. Exhale, bending the knee, scooping it through, or any other way. We step this leg into lunge, sending the weight forward. Maybe the back leg back. Is that knee and ankle straight on this side? With each exhale, as we lower down on this side, easing into the hips here and this back thigh. It's time and gravity just gently loosens it off. With each inhale, finding that length in the spine. then let's inhale as we send these hips back. The front leg begins to straighten. Maybe you wiggle the front foot forward, flicking those toes up, and releasing down with each exhale. It's using the breath to ease in. And then on an inhale, as we scoop this leg back and sinking ourselves back into our child. That chest and head sink to the mat. And observing the difference now that you've worked both sides. And everything calm and settling. And as we inhale again, lifting back to all fours, ready to come into downward dog. So as we get ready, tucking the toes under, and on an inhale, as we power through the legs, lifting the hips up, as we sink that chest and head through, giving the head a wiggle so it's nice and loose. And if you like, you can walk from foot to foot. Just easing around. And if you're walking, just coming for a breath of stillness. And as we inhale, stepping into forward fold. Feet to the hands and the hands to the feet. It's everything just hangs. Whether the arms are hanging or you're holding the elbows. And just make sure that you have a bend in those knees. That can just really help ease off that lower back. And if you're not, take a hold of each elbow as the head hangs loose. And you can just take a gentle rock from side to side. Gently stretching into each side of that lower spine. And as we come back to center and stillness, everything just hangs again. And then gently, slowly inhaling up to stand. So you uncurl the spine. You find the feet are nice and planted and rooted on the floor. Oh my God, sorry, I've just spilled water and cables. Tuning into your breath as we find calm and stillness. That's maybe a bit much. There we go. Shoulders nice and relaxed. Ourselves nice and tall. And then let's just work around the shoulders. As we inhale, reaching them up. Exhaling them back and down. As we repeat twice more. Forward and up. Back and down. And when you've had 3, let's go the other way. We go back and up, forward and down. And when you've finished, just give everything a shake off. The wrists, the shoulders, maybe the legs. And then gently coming back as we find our stillness. As we recenter, inhale, reaching up. You can look up if you like. Palms together. Exhaling everything back to heart center. And then I'm going to come into chair so we can bring the arms by the sides. As we find ourselves nice and tall. On a big inhale. As we scoop those arms up. And let's exhale. We're lowering the hips. As if you're sat on an imaginary stool. Allowing those shoulders to drop. Quite strongly working these thighs. With each inhale, let's breathe up tall in that chest. Can we exhale and sink? Lovely. Use the breath to calm and still. And then, big inhale. Let's power through the legs. And letting those arms fall. Now, I'm sorry, we're going back to that. Just take a moment, finding the calm, as everything settles. And again, big inhale, scooping up. Exhale and sink. Now, with the feet, if you want, only if you want, you can come onto the toes, but you'll notice that in your thighs, so maybe you want to keep those heels down. This time, in an exhale, we bring the palms to heart center, still sinking down, shoulders are dropping, and as we exhale, let's twist open to any side. It'll feel a bit odd. As we inhale back to center. And then let's send it all up. Exhale as those arms fall. Again, shake it off. Nice deep breath. Still one more side to go. Final side. Big inhale. We reach up. Exhale and sink. So those knees bend, hips lower. Let's exhale. Palms together. Up on the wrong side. And next exhale, let's open to the opposite side. So we're twisting from the base. That's it. Let's inhale. Center. And then a big inhale up. Lovely. If you want to shake, that's fine. And then let's just ease everything off. So, with the feet, we can zigzag them out nice and wide. Whether it's a leg width or maybe a bit more. You can send those toes out to 45 degrees. So breathe nice and tall. And then exhale. Let's just fold forward. So you round the shoulders, tuck the chin, bend in those knees. Just folding down over the legs. Whether you hold the ankles or those arms hang. Just allowing the lower spine to release and the breath settle. And then let's just bring the hands onto the mat in front. Doesn't matter if it's palms or fists. So the spine is somewhat lengthened. And then as we exhale, can we walk the palms forward? So it's almost like downward dog, but the legs are wide. Take a bend in the knees. You allow the chest and head to sink through. As you keep the hips in line with the ankles. And just releasing down into this position. To ease around the hips and the lower back, the legs, everywhere. And then gently inhale as we bring the arms back. Everything is still wide. And we'll take a walk from side to side. So as we exhale, you can walk the palms gently over to one side. That knee will bend. Not holding. As we inhale back to center. And exhaling across to the other leg as that knee bends. As we repeat twice more. Inhale center and exhale over. If you feel you want to adjust the stance, please do. And then, only when you've had your 3, as we come to center, and just let everything hang. In whatever way is comfortable for you. And then gently, let's inhale our way back up to stand. Nice and tall. And I can zigzag the legs in. And if you've got the same issue as me, my mat's a bit slippy. So my legs have become a bit wide. Back nice and tall. Just give the hips a little wiggle. Maybe the ankles. And then, as we bring it all back, ready for our balance. So those feet nice and firmly planted. So just lift all the toes. Spread them all down. The feet are really connected to the mat. As we inhale, lifting one heel off the floor. And then bringing that leg up. Whether you hold it or it hangs. We breathe in tall through the chest. Can we exhale? Send this knee out to the side. Have the other arm as a balance. Maybe you want to use a wall. And when you're ready, let's tuck that heel in, whether it's up tall or maybe whether the toes are on the mat. Whatever position is comfortable for you. Breathing tall through the chest. Only if you're still and balanced. As we inhale, reaching the arms up, palms together. exhaling down through to heart center. Shoulders dropping. Settling down through the standing foot. Finding calm and stillness. Observing the breath. And then gently, gently exhale as we undo. Ready for the other side. So you can settle the feet as you lift and spread those toes. Nice and tall. As we inhale the other heel up. And then lifting this leg in front, whether you hold or it hangs. Making sure we're tall. As we exhale that knee out to the side. And if you're balanced, let's tuck this foot in to wherever is comfortable for you. Just taking your time as you find it. And when you're ready, inhale as we reach up. And exhale, hands down through to heart center. Breathing in tall through the chest, rooting down through the foot. As we find peace on this side. And when you're ready, as we gently exhale, everything back down. And as we get ready to come to the floor, so probably roughly in the middle of your mat, as we come into a forward fold, finding ourselves tall, as we exhale, tucking the chin, rounding the shoulders, bending the knees, sinking down, feeling through the body, vertebrae by vertebrae. As you take a moment just to hang nice and still, that lower spine releases. And then planting the palms as we step the feet back into downward dog. Whether you want to walk or enjoy the stillness, it's all your choice. And at any point, lowering down to all fours and into child. And if you're still up, let's think about exhaling down and sinking the hips back. So that chest and head sink to the mat in your comfortable child position. It's feeling everything release and the breath settle. We find calm and stillness here. And as we inhale, through to all fours, not staying here though. As we get ready to come to lie down, maybe you cross the ankles. You roll over as we come with the legs nice and loosely bent and that spine lengthened. As we inhale those arms up and exhale, let's peel the spine down, vertebrae by vertebrae. working the core. The last thing down is the shoulders and the head. When you're down, just hugging those knees into the chest. You can have a rock if you like, or just squeeze them in. Whatever feels right for you. And as you roll, the head may go the other way. And from here, as we come back to center and stillness, keeping the knees where they are, as we inhale the arms out to shoulder height again. And exhale as those knees lower to any side. They don't need to be level with the hips this time. You can place a hand on top of the knee if you like, or leaving it out. As you gently look over the opposite shoulder, giving into the twist. With each inhale, as you feel the spine get a little longer, and as you exhale, maybe twisting a little further. With time, just easing off. As we inhale, bringing the knees back up, and they're still squeezed in. And we exhale, around to the other side. You look over the shoulder, maybe resting the hand on the knees. Just slowly releasing around. As you observe the breath, as it slows, calms and stills. And as we inhale, bringing those knees back to center. You can have a hug around them if you like. And when you're ready, as we inhale, lifting the arms and legs up into the air. You can give those knees and ankles a rotate if you wish. Enjoy the stillness of the lower back just pressing onto the mat. And then, as we inhale, bringing the arms between the legs, as we take a hold of the outer edges of the feet, drawing the knees out and up to the sides of the chest. Whether you rock here or enjoy the stillness. And then gently bringing the soles of the feet together. Gently hugging them in towards the thighs, hips. And on an exhale, just releasing everything out as you find your relaxation position. Whether the knees are bent up, the legs are out straight, the arms by the side are resting on the body. Just taking your time to settle in. Do you notice the connection between you and the mat? Observing the breath. Do you notice it slowing and the mind emptying? Do you find calm and stillness? As we guide the breath around the body, to say an area, as you inhale, filling it with energy. And as you exhale, releasing any tension, leaving only calm. Crown of the head. Forehead. Eyes and nose. Mouth and cheeks. Chin, jaw and ears. Front and back of the neck. Collarbone and shoulders. Elbows. Wrists. Front and back of the palms. Fingers. Front and back of the chest. Ribs and mid-back. Tummy and lower back. Hips and pelvic floor. Thighs. Front and back of the knees. Calves. Ankles. Heels. Balls of the feet. Toes. The whole body. The whole body. Observing the breath, its sounds, vibrations in the body, and the subtle movements it makes. Do you draw your attention back to this moment? You can begin to wiggle your toes and fingers, gently easing off. If you like, you can inhale, reaching the arms up overhead for a gentle stretch. And in time, exhaling the arms back down by the sides. And hugging those knees in if you like. And then in time, you roll over to any side. A moment of pause. And you open the eyes here. And then gently lifting yourself up to your comfortable seated position. Finding the spine long in length as we root down through the sit bones. As we inhale, reaching the arms up, the palms come together. Exhaling everything back to heart center. As we bow our heads, as we give thanks for all that we have, all that we are, and all that we will be. Namaste.